Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Mehdi. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at my current most favorite 15 fresh fragrances. Without any further ado, I want to start by House of Zerjaf. Zerjaf new at number 15. It is a green, citrusy and woody fragrance. Not that much in that woody side, and it is mostly in that green and citrusy side. I have to say citruses are more prominent at the opening, but at the dry down it is a bit green and woody type of fragrance with touch of citruses. Smells very manly, mature and masculine, and dressed up for sure. Very expensive if you want a little bit cheaper alternative for this fragrance. Not the exact cologne, but very close to this one, but it is cheaper, way cheaper compared to this one. You can go buy Montserrat's lemon line. Lasts only like 7 to 8 hours plus in terms of longevity, with first hour and a half average and soft type of projection and sillage. Number 14, Aqua Viva from House of Profundo Roma. Quality in a bottle, a concentrated, long-lasting, zesty, fizzy, sour and somehow carbonated, woody, green and citrusy fragrance. Smells very simple and high quality. It is like freshly cutted cedar, very woody and wet, and has a lemony, zesty feel to it. Lemon and lemon zest together. Somehow bitter, you know, that bitterness in the zest. Lasts only like 12-15 hours plus in terms of longevity. Less and less, but projection and sillage is not that great. Let's say average projection and sillage for first 2 hours, but as it is a very concentrated fragrance, lasts very long. At number 13, from House of Chanel, Egoist Platinum. Not one of the most modern smelling fragrances. I would say little bit outdated, but still gets the job done and has a very signature scent worthy, memorable type of scent profile. It is woody, citrusy and green, has that vegetal feel to it, but not barbershoppy, at the border, let's say, to this one. This is one of the best performing fragrances from House of Chanel, easily overperforms Bleu de Chanel line and Allure Sport line. I can get like 7 to 8 hours plus, solid in terms of longevity with 2 hours of good projection and sillage. At number 12, Sedley by Parfums de Marly, one of the most unique and dressed up, high quality smelling freshes in my collection. It is fruity, citrusy. I say fruity, citrusy because I get something like quince at the top of the fragrance plus citruses. Slightly green, reminds me of also Greenly from the same house, Parfums de Marly, but I prefer this one better. And has ambroxan at the base, which gives the fragrance a little bit safer and designery stance. I wish it was a bit longer lasting. I can get like 6 to 7 hours plus max in terms of longevity. Let's say good 6 hours. With first hour and a half average projection and sillage. At number 11, Terre d'Hermes Parfum. I like all the fragrances from the line of Terre d'Hermes, but Parfum is another story for me. It is like crushed rocks plus orange zest. It is very citrusy and dusty type of fragrance. If you like earthy, freshy type of fragrances with a masculine touch and stance, this fragrance is definitely a must-have for you. Like most of Hermes fragrances, it is fresh with average performance. I can say like 5 to 6 hours max in terms of longevity on the skin, with first hour and a half very soft type of projection and sillage. A great fragrance for indoor situations. At number 10, from House of Dior, Dior Homme Cologne. For being beautiful, you don't have to be exaggerated, twisted or very complex. It is a great example for being simply beautiful. A simple and very net type of beautiful fragrance. It is not that complex. You can get few notes like green notes like cypress and a little bit neroli-ish floral vibe, let's say, and bergamot. So citrusy, floral and green. Smells very high quality, refreshing and clean out of shower, let's say, to this one. Lasts on me like 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, I can get like 7 hours, but let's say good 5-6 hours with first hour and a half average soft citrusy type of projection and sillage. Number 9, Versuch Pour Homme. A Swiss knife in any man collection. A must have, I have to say. It is safe, it is complimenting, it is easy to wear and extremely mass appealing. It is aquatic, slightly sweet, citrusy and has some sort of, let's say, green vibe to it because of neroli maybe. I wouldn't say soapy, but yeah, close to that clean vibe. At the dry down gets more aquatic. At the opening is like citrusy, a bit floral because of neroli and woody slightly, but at the dry down is all about vetiver, gives to you a bit soft woodiness and aquatic, like oceanic type of aquaticness. So I can get like 5 to 6 hours, 7 hours maximum in terms of longevity. And the clothing lasts pretty long, like 1-2 days. And projection and sillage is like soft for first hour and a half, and gets very solid compliments from women. It is one of those lady pleaser fragrances and great for indoor and close encounters. At number 8, L'Homme Ultime, such an underrated gem from House of Yves Saint Laurent. So I would describe it as a like springy, summery version of Tuxedo. If you have smelled Tuxedo, you know that is a fall and winter fragrance. This is like summery version of that fragrance. It smells aquatic, slightly woody, a little bit citrusy, plus rose. Rose and aquatic notes are main player here, and has some sort of ambroxany feel at the background. Man, this fragrance lasts very long on me, like 8-10 hours plus in terms of longevity. I don't know, for whatever reason, whenever I smell it, it is there. And projection and sillage is like first 2 hours, average. Gets solid compliments. At number 7, from House of Creed, Silver Mountain Butter. I would describe this fragrance as a mind-blowing, as a sexy, silky, very soft and polite, inoffensive fragrance. Has a little bit of like tamarindish, rodent vibe to it. At the background, it is silky, musky, gets even muskier at the dry down, and at the top, it is like citrusy, slightly leafy, like green tea and black currant. Got me ton of solid compliments. This is my most complimented fragrance after Creed Aventus from House of Creed from ladies' side. I have to say, ladies really enjoy this scent profile, and it is very simple but very unique. When I smelled it for first time, I said I haven't smelled anything before like this, but it is not complex, but definitely unique, and I can say easily brought new cards to the table. Lasts on me like 6 to 7 hours plus in terms of longevity, with first hour and a half average projection and way above average sillage. It's a crazy, loud and cloudy, soft type of sillage. At number 6, from House of Dolce & Gabbana, Light Blue or Intense. A solid, long-lasting and complimenting freshy, which is aquatic. Not that much in that herbal side, and has a little bit of woodiness, but it is mostly in that herbal and vegetal side. A little bit bitter at the background. At the same time, I can catch some sort of very little sweetness, but that bitter vegetal vibe is prominent here, plus aquatic notes. It is aquatic and oceanic. I can get 10 to 12 hours plus longevity with this one on the skin. Projection, sillage, compliments, lady pleasing factories, all 10 out of 10. Like 2 hours solid projection and sillage, I have to say. Now we are at top 5. Without any further ado, from House of Chanel, Allure Homme Sport, the regular version, not Eau Extreme, as that one is more powdery and less fresh compared to this one. This is like aquatic, minty, something cooling, refreshing, like mint is going on there, and aquaticness is very clear and watery, like a waterfall, not like ocean or CVD something. No, it is very clear type of aquaticness, and citrus is at the top. Sweetness is here like added. It is not like fruity sweetness, it is sweeter compared to any type of citruses. I can get 5 to 6 hours longevity with this one, with Eau Extreme like 7 to 8 hours max, and projection and sillage is average for first hour and a half. But man, this fragrance is such a compliment monster, and I prefer it for office, indoor situations and close encounters. At number 4, Acqua di Gio Profundo from House of Giorgio Armani. It is modern, slightly in that youthful side, I have to say, not as much as Profumo. Has some sort of bitter, resiny, masticky vibe at the background. It is aquatic and sweet. It is a transparent and airy type of fragrance. For example, compared to Profumo, Profumo stands thicker, way thicker compared to this one, but this one is like clear, and I get very fast nose blind to this fragrance. Like after 3 hours, I cannot get anything, I think. But based on compliments that I've received, I can say even 8 hours after applying, it is a long-lasting and good projecting fragrance in a, let's say, soft and inoffensive way. At number 3, from House of Versuch, Hawas, one of my absolute favorite fragrances, freshy fragrances ever. It is aquatic, like again watery, not oceanic, very clear aquaticness going on here. It is fruity, extremely sweet. I can get apple, slightly cardamom and plum, and it is very musky. That's very long and it is very solid. I can get 10-12 hours plus longevity with 2-3 hours crazy projection and sillage. Huge compliments. At number 2, from House of Creed, Aventus Cologne. So if I like it over Aventus, no, but at some points this one is more wearable and I reach this one more somehow. I don't know why, but yeah, in terms of opening, I would say still Aventus is king. Here we have not that pineapple vibe, but it is as fresh as Creed Aventus, I have to say, but not as smoky. Has that DNA, that backbone, you can get it, but it is like fresher but not watered down version of Aventus. It is also lasting, I can say even lasts longer than current batches of Aventus. In terms of longevity, I can get like 3-4 days including, without that much projection after the first day, and I would say like 6-7 hours max on the skin, with first hour and a half average or somehow a little bit above average type of projection and sillage, complementing factor, 10 out of 10. At number 1, still after a few years, my most favorite fresh fragrance is none other than Acqua di Gio Profumo from House of Gio, Germany. It is a thick and very strong type of freshie. It is like 50-60% herbal, like 10% aquatic, and the rest notes are like details, but it is mostly in that herbal side, let's say, to this one, and gets incensey and little bit darker at the dry down. Every single factor about this fragrance is 10 out of 10. Scent profile, out of this world. Projection and sillage, 3 hours solid. Longevity, 12 hours. Easily on my skin. Compliments, 10 out of 10. From ladies' sides, 20 out of 10 even. What should I say? At top 10, best 10 out of 10 fragrances ever created. Take care, guys.